Hello everybody, welcome back for some StarCraft 2 action. I have a very special treat for you guys. Look at this weird ass map. We are here on Automaton in 2019. It is me, Rijkwiz, going up against Arnovic, a fellow Dutch player, and this is a tournament replay. It's from a best of 5, and I'll spoil it right away. I will be getting top 8 at this tournament, which was an okay placing, meaning that I'll win this game. But I just wanted to or the series, I just wanted to show you some peak StarCraft 2, because I lovingly call this game my magnum opus, because it's, yeah, it just really signifies the read that I had on the game at that time, and I'll spoil it for you. I thought Queens and Swarmhosts together offensively were very strong. And so I'm going here for a 14 pool, I believe. Saving up the larva for some quick Zergling action. Now, we're playing on patch 484, I think, and things that have not happened yet are Queen anti-air range reduced. It's still 8 in this patch. They can still transfuse off of creep in this patch. Protoss recently, in this patch, got their robo-cost reduced, but the Immortals became more expensive. And I think Blink even became 100. It's the Wild West, and we're just going to enjoy some 2019. I think it's exactly 5 years ago during this recording, give or take a week. It was in April 2020, yeah, 2019? 2019. And I'm opening up with a 14-14, getting that speed, getting super early lair, and sending across the Queen, across the map offensively. Now what's happening here? We already see a drone here. Hello? Oh my. Look at this wall. My god, this map. I still remember that on this map, proxy hatching this guy's gold base on the wrong side. What in the world? So I remember that this map specifically, I would always go 14 pool, 14 gas, get that speed, get a hatchery, then still get the quick lair, and then go for a Nidus Worm assault, where you put a Nidus Worm here and then all the way on the other side of the base. Look at that. It's so far away. And I've taken names with that. Arnovic, he sees my hatchery. He's like, what is this? So let's see, what happened to the Queen? Where's that Queen? Oh, the Queen is still walking on over. Queens are very slow. Lots of lings being produced. I'm on 17 drones right now, making a hatchery in front of this guy's face. He's not even making a nexus. He's like, nope. This is some weird shit. We're making shield batteries all ogre. But look at this. Overlord becomes a Dropper Lord. We have that lair on deck. We got that infestation pit coming. I told you about the Swarmhosts. And we have a Dropper Lord. 330 going up into the main of the Protoss player. Look at this giant-ass main, dude. We're ready to abuse that. We inject the hatchery. We even opened up one of the patches. You never know if you want to mine with one drone. And now we're getting the speedlings into the main base. We see a counter-offensive, 2 stalkers. They actually find the creep tumor. And there's lings in your main base, buddy. What now? He's still one-basing, though, getting those fancy immortal boys. And we're going to try and take down a couple pylons here. But we got the proxy creep tumor in his base. Going to make sure that he can't make any buildings over there. You never know. That might come in useful. Lings still running around the map, and we also have the 4 Swarmhosts being built at the proxy hatchery that we just injected only once, just to make sure. These drones, completely confused, going all the way around, all according to plan, of course. And now finally, this one drone still refuses to sync up, and the first couple Swarmhosts do hatch. The Locusts go in onto the Stalkers, getting that bonus movement speed from the proxy creep tumor. Brilliant play. This is really high level tournament play, ladies and gentlemen. More Locusts coming on in. We actually get a nice Stalker kill. Look at this guy's probe count. Now below mine. 2 probes here just chilling. Arnovic in shambles. To be fair, he was inactive at this moment. He used to be a really stable Protoss player, and I used to be very upset when playing him, because I think it was called the reality, I like busted my ass to train for it, and then I lost to him in like the semis. I got 4th, I think. I was so mad. I was so mad, because I still remember I had like Ling Hydra, and I lagged, A-moved into Colossus Tempest, and lost my army. And I had Vipers, and they didn't do anything, and I was just so sad. And look at this. I'm telling you, Swarmhost Queen on the offensive. Spinecrawler did end up getting completely annihilated by this Immortal, but the Locusts keep on coming out. And Arnovic has to stand his ground here, has to defend his buildings against those Locusts. Another Spine does go down. Only 1 drone still mining. More Swarmhosts coming on out here. The Locusts are piling on to the army. Nice micro here with the War Prism. We get some force fieldy boys. Oh my god, the Locust dishing out the damage real fast. We got that vision in his main base from the Creep Tumor. Again, dude, this proxy Creep Tumor, brilliant. How many Swarmhosts are we up to? We have 7 Swarmhosts. 1 base, 7 Swarmhosts. Haven't made a drone in a while. Well, I've made drones at the proxy, I guess. Ooh, no, the Queens get caught. No more Transfuse, and the Adepts on top of the Swarmhost. And I think I'm gonna lose this position here. The Swarmhost, still pretty speedy boys. I believe they're still faster than they are now. We can check after the game. Just look at them go. I don't know, this is... We're good on the worker count. It's 1 base versus 1 base, and the game is weird. So that's definitely favoring me, I might add. Oh, the Swarmhost getting caught a little bit. He's horny for the Swarmhost kills. Couple Locusts come in. Couple Locusts into the main base as well. Dwindling down the probe count here. Oh my god, nice block onto the Swarmhost with the Adepts. The body block there, dude. But again, here he goes. The horny boy wants to kill as many Swarmhosts as possible, but in the meanwhile, losing all of his probes into the main base, or in the main base. And Locust fighting Adepts here. That kind of favors the Locust somehow. Even though Adepts do bonus damage to light units, this single sentry walks into a world of hurt, and the Swarmhosts are now running back to safety, retreating. The double Immortal drop used to be very meta early on in Legacy of the Void, killing all of the Swarmhosts. We've lost 10 Swarmhosts already, 4 now on deck, and just making more Swarmhosts. We have a Nidus Worm now. Bozindvia is what one of the casters said when he saw this dumbass game. Little ping on the map. That's probably because we are both very, very taxed on our APM right now. And then you kind of alt-click on the map sometimes. I use alt to make control groups. So it was probably my ping. This hatchery, though, still with the 2 drones on the gold base. Nidus Worm in the main. 18 drones versus 5 probes. But, of course, I don't know this. I'm kind of assuming that it has a natural. I think I just scouted that he does not have a natural. And that changes it up a lot. Nidus Worm in the main comes on out of here. Look at these 2 Immortals. Do I have any Queens at all? I have 1 Queen somewhere. Oh, here it is, the 1 Queen. The main base is being assaulted, but this 1 Queen can't die now. Oh, 2 Locusts come out. 2 more Swarmhosts have died. 1 Queen, secondary Queen, comes on up. There's some units in the main, though, to defend, actually. Arnovic staying alive here. 6 probes. The drones are pulled off the line, and this 1 War Prism is just being a pain in the butt. The Lings come out, try to tank a little bit. I'm giga dead. I have no units. No, he recalls. He recalls. Oh, there's Swarmhost still running around from this proxy base. More Locusts coming on into the main base. 6 probes. But I have no anti-air. I have one queen. One queen. He should have killed my shit. But I mean, I don't know. Couple Swarmhosts is chilling out here. This main base, dude. Look at the surface area on the stupid-ass main base. Any other map, on any other day, this would not have worked. More Swarmhosts going down. This man killed 16 Swarmhosts. Still both players on one base, of course. 10 minutes going on. It's a tournament match, mind you. And what do we do when we're on one base? I guess we make more queens, more Swarmhosts, keep the Nidus Swarm alive. It had recently been nerfed from 5 to 3 armor when building. Just make a Nidus over here, you never know. This drone didn't get the memo. 6 drones here now, probably just made them. And immediately the drones have to evacuate, but the Immortals... Oh my god, 21 kill on 17 kill Immortals. These boys are crazy. I feel like you should have... robotics... What is it? Support bay? Just get Warpism speed at this point. 20 drones, but half of them are across the map dying to these Immortals. 1 queen. It's not enough. Oh, but there's 2 in the Nidus network. 1 comes out. Lots of links here. 3 queens even. He's targeting the Nidus. Oh no. And oh no. Oh no. No, what? No. All of the probes died to the Swarmhosts. 2 Swarmhosts randomly made from this proxy hatchery. More drones being made at the gold. It's still alive. It's still alive. They're still creeping his main base. And finally, 4 queens on deck. Hydralisk Den building. Not quite a hive yet, but I think we have held. And somehow, some way, at the 12-minute mark, this one base is still not mined out because we never actually saturated the base. Think about it. All planned. We get the Hydra range 1 base on deck. This gold base, oh my god, this 1 adept. Going to have a field day. More Locust. Yeah, I like this spot over here a lot because it's just so annoying to get to. Like, from your front base to here is so far away that it's ripe for abuse. Abuse by the Swarmhosts, and now we see the Locust that just came in from these bad boys. Making sure that the probes can't mine. More drones, I think, went away. Oh, the Knight is actually getting unloaded, and we are assaulting the front. The only defense is these Immortals, but this is 4 queens, 2 Hydras, and some Zerglings. But somehow it looks like a formidable force. More Locust into the main base. Look at that. That's why I like that spot. All of the probes are now dead. The Immortals trying to take down this annoying hatchery. This is where it all started. But there's no more probes. These 2 Swarmhosts, look at that. 14 probe kills on both of them. Maybe they killed like a sentry or something, but... Dude, how do I... Ah, there we go. 35 probes have died. 7 drones have died. And 16 Swarmhosts, 70 Zerglings. 13 minutes in. We are still both... Well, I guess I am not on 1 base. I'm kind of on 2. Another Nidus Worm goes on in with the Locust Escort into the main base of Arnovic. And it's almost 14 minutes. The Queen's coming out. The 8 range is gonna play in. Oh my god! Oh, the fucking Tempest range of this Queen. Did you see it hit the Warp Prism from his own main base? GG. And we're here for game number 2 of, well, Rijkwiz versus Arnovic from ThermyCup number 3. And as I said before, I'm not here to toot my own horn, even though I think I am a great StarCraft 2 player. Not really. I'm not here to look at myself win these games. I'm here to look at myself enact what I thought was strong with the mechanics that I had, which weren't great. They weren't decent for myself standard. Oh my god, actually a cannon rush. I don't know what's gonna happen this game, but if I get cannon rushed into like the robo push, robo shield battery push, that used to happen a lot back in the day, and I love defending that with Mass Ravager Queen from one base, and then going either Nidus or Spire behind it from one base, usually using the Nidus to get a second base up, or if I already had like one sneaking around, then I would just go Spire and have like a proxy base over there or whatever, whilst having Ravager Queen in the main to deal with the Immortal War Prism that would come. Drone going on out here after I saw this pylon. Okay, so this drone is going to his third base. I'm probably mentally prepared for a cannon rush here. That's what it seems like, and going for a proxy hatch on his side, or I just wanted to proxy hatch him. I don't know. I've said this in another video, like I did a pretty long post stream on my Dutch StarCraft League 2019 run, which was pretty well. I did pretty well there. Yeah, I got third, fourth behind Harstem and Kelliger. So what I said then, and I'll repeat it now, is that I don't win straight-up games versus Arnovic for whatever reason. So I just play the dumbest shit that I can think of versus him, because I feel like, yeah, memes just win versus him. If I do it, I just win. And I don't know why. I couldn't really explain it. But I was just more comfortable, and I guess he just hated it. And now we see the cannon rush coming out. We see a gateway here. I'm expecting a robo, but the Cybercore seems a little late. I don't think he's going to build a Nexus here, but if he does, that's a pog move, honestly. I think this Spine is actually going to win versus the cannon. Or we click the Zealot. The Creep Tumor actually falling. And now we regain high ground vision. This probe is following my drone around, which he's probably just making sure that I don't get a proxy base, but I already have one. Roach is coming out. Oh, but this is a very difficult situation. Like, do you keep the roaches at home? I'm making them at home. Okay, I think that's a good call. Because even though I can make roaches here, two roaches coming out, going to his wall, I see no cannon, no natural. Defending on two fronts, or a war on two fronts. More shield barriers coming out, and this was like the scariest stuff on the ladder at this time. Look at me out here playing tournaments when you were still in Diamond League. The Queen block actually, wow, doesn't really do anything, but it does make sure that he doesn't get any vision. Because I don't know if they're perfectly positioned, probably not, but there's like a point on the ramp where if you stand here, you get vision of the high ground, right? And I think those queens are trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Two roaches are here. This roach doesn't know what's going on. Only one of them is targeting the pylon. One stalker gets recalled, actually. Cannons being created. And the first warp, or immortal, is underway. And look at this. I'm just comfortably sitting on one base. I got these Ravagers. I got the gas to make more. Why am I not making more? Okay, I'm making them in the back now. Going to be sieging. I got 4 roaches on the other side of the map as well. One long distance mining drone again. Classic. And we have an immortal here, so another crazy game on our hands. Now this was like all the rage, and I played against this on the ladder basically daily, and I really enjoyed it for some reason. I think that says a lot about me, and not about anybody else. Look at this. Look at the dance. We have some queens here. I only have 2, actually. So cutting back on the queens a little bit. We now have the War Prism coming. You need the queens to actually target the War Prism. And luckily, they have the 8 range. And then you use the Ravagers to kill buildings and zone the War Prism. And the queens, ideally, tank a lot of Immortal shots because they don't have an armor class. And so Immortals don't do bonus damage to them. Or, well, they're not armored. They don't even have an armor class, but... 2 Ravagers in the front. trying to bust down the wall there. Oh my god, actually moving on down there with all of the Ravagers. 6 Ravagers, and I think 6 is enough? Or it's 7? Oh my god, I can't believe I forget. I think it's 6 and it's 7 for a bunker, but 6 for pylons and cannons to one-shot them. Oh, the spine does go down. Only 2 queens here, hastily making another one. We do have a lair. Are we actually using it for anything? Oh, the battle's going down. 2 immortals and a war prism here on the other side of the map. These are actually in hold position, slowly but surely killing the forge. And this is very scary. You don't want these Ravagers to walk on into the base, get killed by the cannon, following around the stalker. And here come more immortals, walking up the ramp and trying to get any damage done. 4th or 3rd immortals here, and now an observer's underway. We have a cybercore and a robotic support base, so disruptor play probably. I don't remember if these are the disruptors that actually explode on impact. Couple probes trying to run down here, actually attacking the Ravagers, but the Ravagers aren't A-clicked onto the forge, thank god. Look at these 3 immortals just busting ass here. Just killing 5 roaches and 2 Ravagers. Already dead. Another Ravager gets clicked down. Only 3 queens here, but they do a pretty good job. And this observer's giving a lot of vision. I don't have an overseer here. That could be here. I don't think they had siege. I don't think the overseer siege mode existed at the time. But that's definitely a mistake. We have a Nidus Worm. 3 roaches in there, of course. Nidus Worm is now planted down into the main base, circumventing the 2 cannons. I don't see the observer, because, you know, you need to be a good player for that. Look at that. You could see it, but I don't see it. These 2 Ravagers do take down the forge, and now 3 roaches. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And, oh my god, these immortals just don't die. Literally immortal. Shield batteries are crazy, but now we have the 3 roach. All of my Ravagers instantaneous. Oh my god, look at the unload speed and the load speed on this Nidus Worm. Look at that. That's actually crazy. It's literally instant. That's so busted. That's not the case anymore, I think. I know they, like, recently buffed it, but what the hell? And now, oh my god, the Disruptor is in my... Oh my god, the hit! What? All of my Ravagers are dead. Only 3 Ravagers remaining, and all of these queens try to click down the War Prism, and I didn't even get an Immortal. These buddies are still alive. And now also a Disruptor. 2nd Disruptor on deck. 2nd War Prism coming in. Recall to the main base. 2 Immortals are here, but I'm clicking down the Nexus. And he has no money for a Nexus. Oh, what? No, he moved command of the Disruptors into my base. But, oh, no punish? No punish. Also, no creep anymore. Still haven't noticed that there's actually an observer here. Actually, a message. Oh my god, 2 more Ravagers go down to the Disruptors. Oh, I just got a flashback to that feeling, like... Because when you read this, you're like, oh, okay, I'm winning. I'm winning. I have 18 drones, one of which is going to go down. And, you know, he has no money. He can't mine anymore. But he still has this, like, insane setup. And as soon as these 2 Immortals join the fight again, like, how am I gonna... Oh, Queen also goes down. The value here. So these are the Disruptors that... They explode after a timer. So the current Disruptor that we have, I think. Because at some point it was, as soon as it came into contact with a unit, it would explode. And we had these crazy Stalker Disruptor wars in early PvP. Oh. This drone came back from the proxy, but did end up going down. Disruptors throwing out their balls. My creep tumor's going down. More spines being built here. A spire being created in the back. I told you this at the earliest convenience, that this is how I saw the game. And we're playing like, oh my god, the Ravagers getting targeted down. These queens do not really want to participate. I have 2 Ravagers out on the map. I don't know how. I guess those are the same Ravagers that bust down the front. The probes going out, venturing out. They have nothing to do in the main base. They can't mine. And here are the queens trying to click down. Where are those Immortals? Did they die? No way, right? There's no way. that those other immortals died. Where are they? What? Where's that other war prism? Oh, it's here somewhere. Oh, it's here! It's in the bottom. He's forgetting it. No. No, dude. I thought I won this game with skill. Strategy. Mostly strategy. But if I win because he forgets to use his units, that feels bad. And here we 4 mutas, and I'm banking him up because I don't want him to somehow have more stalkers or make like a phoenix. What a read on the game. Oh, another stalker just go down. Decent splits, actually. Good job, 2019 me. Spine retreating. And more Mutalisks are being created, and he can know. He might actually know, but he's playing from his grave right now. Great Yu-Gi-Oh player. More queens being... This is... Look at this. You just make queens. No! Am I not looking at the one place stuff is happening? And it doesn't matter, because I sucker punched this man out of the game. I got Mutas, boy. What do you have? You have 1 stalker. I almost lose that Muta, actually. Go transfuse it. You can transfuse off of creep, buddy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought I was decent at the game. Just losing like half my army to disruptor balls. There's literally no other place on the map. Oh, I guess I'm doing stuff. I'm expanding to his 3rd base again. Mind you, 12-minute game again. There's 1 stalker and a cannon. That's all of his anti-air right now. And I finally just start clicking down the buildings. Don't bother trying to kill units. Just kill the buildings. Or the stalker. More mutas are still coming out. How many mutas do I have? 9 mutas. I mean, this game is pretty much over. And, oh no. Dude, the War Prism, I think he told me this after the game. Because when I now saw it, I was like, I think this has been said to me. Transfuses onto the Mutalisk 30 minutes into the game from 1 base. Standard. Oh my lord. I think he could have actually pushed me for a win if he just had these earlier. Before I hatched the mutas, I was actually kind of like, oh my god, the mutas are going in. I'm losing 1 muta. Almost lost the 2nd one there. But more are coming out. Finally get a kill onto the disruptors. These gnarly disruptors getting hits. And I get the hit onto the stalker as well. And we're back with the game number 3 of this best of 5. And we're here on Year 0 LE. Last game was, of course, on Port Aleksander, which I remembered a lot more about the map than I expected. Giving him the smiley face, the mental warfare. Phonetically, this is almost my nickname. I have this named number 3. Game number 3, but it might just not be. Going for a 15 hatch here. Don't want to get blocked, apparently. I do have an Overlord, though, so we, went Overlord 15 hatch. Because that's what you do. I don't want to get blocked here, because I didn't know how to play against Protoss when they blocked your hatchery. It's straight up, I just didn't know. I would always go for a Bending Bust. And that's basically the 2 builds that I am expecting from me on this map. I'm either going for 2-base Swarmhost, going to try and abuse these ledges to get Swarmhost into his main base. I played a game versus Rotterdam, Roddy, the caster, on this map in this tournament. And I did that. And it became a really dumb game, and, well, he did 2-0 slam me down. It was, I think it was like a 30 to 40 minute game of me just throwing Locust into his base. Both of us continuously on 2 base. Eventually he had like multiple Dark Templar to clean up the Locust. Like, just a dumb game. But let's see So I have a different build that if I'm not swarm hosting, I usually throw this out first game of the series, but I lovingly call it the Sucker Punch build, where I will pretend to macro and just send out my first four lings and make banelings and try to kill you. Oh, pulling drones out of gas very cleanly. More drones being created here, so probably not the Sucker Punch then. Do see one round of lings here. We did go back into gas, so... And I see no attempt at a third base, so I'm thinking Swarmhosts here. Oh, drone does come out. Third base. Did I have third base tech? No, I didn't develop that until later in the year. I would end up going standard 3 base, make more queens than usual, and push with Queen, Ravager, Swarmhost 200 supply on short rush distance maps, such as Night Shift, which is where I practiced it like 40 times. Oh, the pylon does go down. I have a third base over here, and actually, he sees that. Okay, but we do have a baneling nest here. Then where are... Oh, the lings are going around. So the lings that just spotted the third base, Adept. Oh my god, this is a lot of drones. I have a lot of drones on the low ground. I mained out a couple over. Only 13 in the main. So this is not super suspicious. Oh, the Adept finishes up. The drones come off the line. Fisticuffs, more lings are here, but this is not super suspicious because lings should be here. No speed done yet. I would be suspicious if I was the Protoss. Oh, my Overlord flies on, dies. Actually, a Phoenix build, that's rough. Oh, an Oracle coming out, so only one Phoenix. We see the links over here. The speed is already done. I'm messing this up big time. I know that speed should be finishing when the banelings are, like, morphing, and the lings are already running across as slow lings. So this is on the fly. I'm just gonna baneling bust your ass, because I think I messed up my build or something. This is just a dumb build. Oh no. And of course, dumb builds. Versus this specific player, I was confident they would work. The baneling bus goes down, the Adept dies. There's 4 buildings here, Robo here, decent Arctosis pylon, secondary pylon, tasteless pylon being built. Oh, it gets cancelled, and the pylon is being targeted down. We do have this Phoenix doing nothing at all. The Oracle here trying to kill lings, actually, but it was turned on, not killing a lot of lings. Did kill the banelings, and more gateways being constructed in the main base because the gateways at the bottom were unpowered. He actually can't make any units. He can't make any units. He's not making a Void Ray or another Oracle, and the probes come off the line. More banelings are being built in the main base. This Oracle somehow has enough energy to kill all of them, but more Lingbane is being transferred over. A couple more probes do go down, and 2 lings at a baneling, or a baneling egg. Another cocoon being created here. More lings into the mineral line. Not all lings joining into the fight. And the probes come up the line once again. This Oracle does not have energy to attack, and the Zerglings are just going to eat up all of the probes. So this was actually not the Sucker Punch build, but it was pretty close. It was just a dirty baneling bust. But I'm surprised because I did do this. I would not practice this at all. I would not do this on the ladder either. I would only do it like if they blocked my hatchery. I would like, fuck it, I don't want to play this game. And just baneling bust them. Especially on this map where the wall isn't that hard. Yeah, GG, good luck. So it is the 3rd game. GG. So let's look at the patches, okay? So the patch that this was played on 4.8.4. You see I got 8th. And yeah, I got slammed down my killer here, lol. So the patch, I looked at the 2 patches before this tournament because 4.8.4 was just a bug fix thing, but the balance changes in 4.8.3 BU and 4.8.2. Look at, oh my god, the load and unload period was just... We saw that in that game. That was crazy fast. The health was increased. They actually, because the armor was pretty high, because I guess the health was low, but they decreased it to 5? Increased from 43 to 100 seconds. This was already in real time, right? Not Blizzard seconds. I'm pretty sure this is real time. And then, yeah, the gateway. Oh, the adept. Oh, okay. The adept build time was slightly nerfed. Warp Prism or Warp Gate Research actually buffed quite a bit with the blink as well, reverted later. Or 0212. Wait, is this... If this is like European time, then this wasn't a thing, I guess. Yeah, this is what I remember. The robotics facility. It got cheaper, but the Immortal got more expensive. Observer movement speed increased. Yeah, so I don't think there was a siege upgrade yet. Oracle became armored. What? Is it still armored? In my mind, it's a light unit. But it might have become an armored unit unnoticed. Tempest got nerfed. And then 4.3, they increased all the durations on the upgrades because Chrono Boost is imbalanced. It's unfair. And then the Night Swarm got nerfed a little bit because Night Swarm is so crazy. I think like half a year before these matches played out, I'm pretty sure that the Niduses were still intangible, like unkillable. Before they would, like, during the the unburrowing animation, you couldn't target them or do damage to them. And it was actually really broken. You would, like, put a Nidus in their face, in their natural, to just block their natural. I think Rogue did that a bunch, and I stole that. So, yeah, that's my cast for today. Yeah, tooting my own horn a little bit. I used to play StarCraft, and I played really, really, really dumb builds because I just wanted to play my own minigame. I was studying at the time, and I was like, I love this game. I think it's really fun, but I can't really invest the 6 hours a day that I need to up my mechanics and really be the macro player that I dreamed of being when I played a lot in Heart of the Swarm. And that's why I quit when Void came out, and I was like, what? This 12 drone shit doesn't make sense to me. So I can't do 2-base every game anymore. That was basically it. Not being able to 2-base Mutar or 2-base Hydra every game was like brain crushing to me. And then when I came back, I was like, I need to get an edge somewhere else because I'm not the mechanical beast. So I just made sure that every game I was more familiar with how the game was going to go than the other guy. And I think we saw that in at least 2 out of 3 games. So thank you guys for watching a Blast from the Past, a nice, cool tournament game from 2019. Yeah, this was my end game. I just really wanted to do a StarCraft cast. And since the last patch, all of the tournament replays, except for GSL, are null and void. Except for older replays, apparently. I'm so confused about how the backwards compatibility works. I guess there's still images of these older builds, but they stopped creating images for the builds from 2023 and onwards somewhere. As soon as the game went on maintenance mode, basically. When Blizzard was like, go the way of Heroes of the Storm, you guys. So I was a little confused when I got this working, which is why I ended up doing it. I was very excited to share with you my first kind of impressions of me playing 5 years ago. And it's basically what I expected. Not being very good at the game, but doing dumb shit that somehow works was definitely my MO. As to other StarCraft 2 casts, there's just nothing to cast right now. I am not in the financial position to support GSL. It's kind of a weird thing. I just kind of feel like I want to pay that subscription with money that I will earn doing this at some point. but we're not there yet. So, like, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a principle, I guess. And Spring, ESL Spring hasn't finished yet, so we don't have any tournament replays that function. So we are not going to do a lot of StarCraft casts. If anybody that watches this has cool replays or can hook me up with something, do let me know. I'm kind of fiending for a little bit of StarCraft. In the meanwhile, I will be doing a little attempt at doing some Dota 2 casting, which I'm okay at the game. I'm like immortal, barely, but I am. And I've played it since like 2012. I watched the tournaments, so maybe it's something I can do. So we're just gonna try a couple Dota casts to kind of boat us over to when the replay pack for the Spring Championship drops, and then we can go back into StarCraft. I've seen a lot of Bly games, kind of like on my second monitor, not trying to watch all of them because I know I want to cast all of them. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for rambling, but that's a little update. I haven't been uploading a lot because of the drought in replays, and I had a 4-year relationship kind of like implode in on itself, and now everything is just weird. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.